victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They begin the drive with Johnson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Powell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Throwing on 3rd down here.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
David Ojabo running in to take him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down.
Yellow. Black shot. Ultra. Go ultra. Red cycle.
They'll set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Martin, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Howe will throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Howell. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
That opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Ravens at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They're going to look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another first down.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
A shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They wind their hands at all times.
Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
17. 6. 7. Strike. Strike. 10.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep.
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now throwing on first down here.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
And he stopped immediately there.
Okay.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
That is caught with Sean Bateman. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Cordero Patterson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The first down carry here for Johnson. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go play action. Howell rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll buy some, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll set up a throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Let's take it at around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down.
Red, cycle.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
He's got room past the 30. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Samuel bringing in the slant. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, Howell. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Howell's throw there complete to Sims. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Fourth down, Howell. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. Though they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal. Take it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Blue striker. Ready?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you're going to catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Right, 97. Hey, go steal.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call. And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Black Ultra.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On the 10. Real green. Smash. Edo blue.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen. but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Black shot.
Out of the gun now on third down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him come out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. 30, 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football?
Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now throwing on first down here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you're trying to do.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Cam Sims,
his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Shoves him aside. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. That's caught by Sims. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. It's Howell with another throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. That would have been big. Would have broke our tie here in the 4th, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
And they work so hard. All practice sessions, always working out, even in pregame, trying to get your feet down in bounds. Unable to get that done on that play.
Second down throw for Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple of yards short of the first. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Sly able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Miller, the man in motion.
Black Ultra. Drill green.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Ravens a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Parrish, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hey, check mega. Eagle blue.
2nd and 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. 3rd down. Here's Patterson. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Black shot. Red cycle. Ready?
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Howell. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Powell to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Powell with one final shot. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the title as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they suffer defeat for the first time as they drop to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like